You're watching Spotlight, and today I'm joined by Diane and Bob representing the Exchange Club of Naperville. So welcome to the set.
Thank you.
It's always nice to come and see you guys because it's summertime. We know that that means quite some excitement happening for the Exchange Club. But before we get to the excitement of Ribfest, let's talk a little bit about the Exchange Club.
Okay, well, many people don't know that Ribfest is run by the Exchange Club of Naperville. And our local chapter was founded in 1987, so this is our 30th anniversary. And we're a service organization, and our main thrust is prevention of child abuse and domestic violence. So all the money we raise from Ribfest goes to promote those charities and fund those charities.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And 30 years, we're sharing an anniversary with you. We're also 30 years old. Lots of good things happened 30 years ago.
Right.
Diane, tell us a little bit about this, because this is an exciting time for Ribfest. 30 years, what's new, what's planned?
We have a lot of stuff planned this year for our 30th. So our first event is Friday nights. We have a North Park only concert. And for the 30th, we'll have some 30th anniversary giveaways. We have a new mascot, which is being revealed this weekend, actually. He'll be out and about in town. We have Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. We're a national stop. We're the last stop before they go to the finals, corn eating. So we have a lot of cool things going on this year in the park. We're going to have a special giveaway for Toby Keith Night, which is Friday night, June 30th. So, and then we have some special giveaways in the family area as well for our 30th, all based around that.
Okay, and who's coming? Because the entertainment is always quite amazing. And you mentioned Toby Keith, which I know a lot of people are very excited.
Right.
Who else is coming?
Friday night's Toby Keith. He's our main headliner. On Saturday night, it's kind of 80s night, so we have B-52s. They're our headlining act. Shinedown is on Sunday, and Wildflowers and Better Than Ezra are on Monday.
So that's going to be a lot of good music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. Bob, talk a little bit about the fireworks, because I know that's one of the things that people always look forward to with Ribfest, and sometimes it's on different nights. So when is the fireworks this year, and what can we expect?
Well, the fireworks this year are on Monday night, July 3rd, and those are sponsored by Meyer. And it'll just be a great evening, great event, and they're always wonderful fireworks. Yeah. They're also simulcast on the radio, so it's it really attracts a lot of people to the park just for the fireworks.
Yeah, well, I know I've sat out a lot, you know, when my kids were growing up and we'd sit out and watch those, they were quite amazing. And nice to be on a Monday night, because then people can stay out and they don't have to worry about going to work so much on a Tuesday.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, with the 4th being on the Tuesday. Does that change the dynamic for you guys with Ribfest? Is that a good thing when the 4th of July is on a Tuesday?
It's interesting. We you know, it's hard to do a 5-day Ribfest. It's hard for volunteers. It's hard for the staff that are out there. So a 4-day event is a much easier event to handle. But we're looking forward to the 4-day event this year with July fireworks on the 3rd.
That's nice.
Right.
Now, you mentioned, Diane, about volunteers, and I know from attending, it's a lot of people. Talk to us a little bit about how many you have and if people can still get involved with that.
Okay, sure. You know, we use in between 3,000 and 4,000 volunteers over the 4 days, and we use them for beer tents, for gates, for child ID, for garbage pickup. We have a lot of groups that we pay a minimal amount, so we'll have some high school groups that come out and make a little bit of money for there, and we're still looking for those groups. So some small paid garbage groups to come out and help us clean up the park. And then you can go on ribfest.net and go to the volunteer page, and you can actually sign up right online.
Okay. So, and that will continue right up until Ribfest?
Yes, right up until Ribfest.
Okay.
Actually, you can even volunteer during Ribfest right online. So
if I'm super motivated, I was there on Friday, and I think, oh, this is so wonderful, I want to come back out on Saturday.
Sign up again.
Okay.
And come on back
We would love
out.
to have you.
Yes.
I love that. Well, fond memories of working the beer tent, so that's always good.
Right.
Talk a little bit, if you will, about kind of some of the other areas. Like, people know, of course, the music, and they know the fireworks, but what do you have going on during the day? What's it like at, you know, you've got the ribs, obviously, but...
Right. Well, we have family fun time. It's from noon to 3 every day during the festival, and that's a reduced admission rate. And that gets you into the South Park, where we have all the ribbers. The music is down there, our South Stage is down there. The carnival is there, and the Wintrust family fun area is there as well.
So lots of things that
There's
if
a
I've got
lot to
lots
do.
of kids in tow, that's a great way for me to come in and then maybe go home
Absolutely.
and put my feet up for a bit before I come back with the adults
Right.
for
Yeah.
the evening.
Right.
You can get a little cheaper price during the day and then come back in the evening for the concert as well.
Okay, well that's nice. And talk a little bit about the ribbers, because obviously it's Rib Fest, and you've had a lot of them that come back year after year. Do you have new? How does that work?
Well, we have about 14 rivers, 12 to 14 rivers, and they're from all over the country. We have rivers from Florida, Texas, just all over the country they come. And they usually come back. We usually have the same people back every year, but we do have a waiting list. So we usually get maybe 1 or 2 new ones each year. Yeah.
Tough to get in.
It is hard to get in, yeah. yeah.
Got to get on that waiting list
Well, we
early.
have big crowds, and they have
Yeah.
big lines, and they sell a lot of ribs, so it's, everybody wants to be a part of that.
That's wonderful. So now, how much money typically does Rib Fest raise?
Anywhere from $500,000 to last year $1.2 million.
That is incredible.
So we had our best year last year.
Well, let's hope that you have even better year this year, because
Right.
Let's hope so.
How much have you raised? Because you mentioned at the top of the interview that you give to all those charities, and it's very local. I mean, I think that's one of the things that people really need to appreciate with RibFest is everything that you're spending money on there is then ultimately going to support locally in your mission. But
Right.
how much have you raised, Bob, over the 30 years?
In 30 years, we've given away $15.5 million.
That's incredible.
Right, to our local charities.
That is quite.
Right.
It's hard to imagine what we would be like if you had not been there.
Well, there's a lot of charities that serve a lot of people, needy people in our community, that probably would not exist without our support.
Well, we thank you very much for that,
Thank
and
you.
we wish you, Diane, all the best. I know that this
Thank
is
you.
just an amazing event, takes a lot of time and energy, so we thank you so much for all that you're doing, and let's have a good Rib Fest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you would like to learn more or purchase tickets for Toby Keith or get a general admission ticket for the 30th anniversary of Naperville Rib Fest, please go visit their website. We're going to take a quick break for a few short messages, but stay with us. We'll be right back with more Spotlight.